stopped breathing in the movie last night. You know that?
No.
It was scary. And then your whole body did this like convulsion thing, and then you started breathing again.
You gotta sleep at night.
Actually, it's like Rob Cross. I was choking during lunch, and Rob just looked at me, got up, and went around me while I was choking.
That's true. Roland once was eating a mint.
Yeah.
He started choking, and none of us noticed because his back was to the rest of us.
Yeah.
But Rob Cross saw him choking and just goes and kept talking to me and E-Rock.
Yeah.
He doesn't
Well,
like you, huh?
Roland had tears coming down his eyes, and his face was beet red. And that's a big face to turn red.
Yeah, I think that's like an HR issue.
Yeah, are you gonna,
Letting me die.
are you gonna bring up the Pop-Tarts thing?
What
Are you not brave
Pop-Tarts?
enough, right?
We threw them out.
I had delicious.
No, there's 2 more boxes
Eric.
in here, and you guys aren't brave enough to do it. I have to do all the dirty work for everybody.
Excuse
right?
me, I do
Even
plenty
though
of-
everyone's talking about the Pop-Tarts and how lame it is that Rob Cross comes in here at 5 in the morning with Pop-Tarts to try to get on our good side, but none of you guys are going to mention it, right?
Travis, what did I have for breakfast this morning?
Pop-Tarts.
I eat the Pop-Tarts. I do my fair share of bringing up
If we're
dirt.
going to do behind-the-scenes stuff, let's do it.
Yeah, bringing
right.
Pop-Tarts
This
is
is-
gay.
There you go. There you go.
Give me bacon, eggs, that's breakfast.
Troy, what do you think of the Pop-Tarts, Troy?
I think it's great. I didn't even know they were here. But
company guy.
you're too new
Company
still.
guy.
Company guy.
What? It's who's going to complain about
here-
Pop-Tarts?
Wait. E-Rock. E-Rock, what do you think of the
No,
Pop-Tarts?
I hate Pop-Tarts.
Well, what do you think of Rob bringing them in?
But why do you guys feel you can only do it if I'm still on mic? This
Because
is the shit you should be doing in the 10 o'clock hour. It's something that happens around here. These guys, these babysitters, they take turns coming in early to go, see, we care about the channel, you guys. And then it's not good enough that they show up at 5:15 in the morning when we're here every day. They bring Pop-Tarts because they're brown nosers because they know at one point in my career I like Pop-Tarts.
It's only $2.99 too.
But-
cheap people.
And they don't even get the kind I like.
Because you're the boss of them, but they're the boss of us. So I can't come on after O&A and start calling them babysitters the way you do it on actual O&A.
This is behind-the-scenes stuff. Rob showed up today, said, hey, I'm here. I'm like, oh, terrific. What am I supposed to say? Great.
Is Rob? Oh, Danny's running up the hallway.
Yeah, and then
let's see
he
if
walks
Dan-
in and he dumps his Pop-Tarts on the table, and it's all shitty fucking flavors that I wouldn't eat.
Sam
if you're gonna
did
get the
say it was
Pop-Tarts-
very gay.
I
Sam said it was gay.
I ate Pop-Tarts. No, Danny's in here. I would like to know what Danny thinks about the Pop-Tarts.
Oh.
Danny, what do you think about
We're
the
having
Pop-Tarts?
an open discussion about the Pop-Tarts. Hold on, I'll set it up where no one gets fired. We all are in agreement that it's very awkward when he comes in with his Pop-Tarts, like an offering, like, look, we could get along.
And Opie's here, and it's just for the air. What do you think, Danny?
Oh, we're back to those rules?
It's just for the air.
I remember those rules.
I don't believe in those rules.
Yes.
Is Rob having the balls to come
Okay,
in?
he can't hear you right now, Danny. What do you think of the Pop-Tarts? He's walking up the hallway.
I think that is ridiculous. I don't understand why you're trying to ask us so much. Just fucking come in if you have to.
Okay. You got it.
All right, cool.
You got it. Okay, he didn't hear you.
He's not going to bang into the glass
His
like a bird,
sweaters
is
are
he?
very
Oh,
tight.
Jesus. Opie, how dare you?
Hey, Rob, how are you?
Rob Cross.
First time, Rob Cross.
It's like a party in here.
First of all, Rob, I would like to say on behalf of
You know what?
After Opie and Anthony Live, thank you for bringing in the Pop-Tarts
you're-
today.
Oh,
You're a
yeah,
pussy.
I know they went over
I'm
big
going to
with
start
the...
with a compliment, Rob Cross. You have good taste in clothes.
Thank you.
The John Varvatos Converse collection.
Oh, thank you.
I might own a few of those myself. So we gotta get down to this, Rob.
Rob's getting comfortable.
Here you go, Rob.
All right, yeah, I
The
figured.
Pop-Tart thing is really uncomfortable for everybody.
Not for me.
You guys don't have interns, so,
But-
since you don't, I figured I'd just bring in some fucking Pop-Tarts. When I come in early, why not?
I liked Pop-Tarts for maybe a month, 2 years ago.
That's the only breakfast food you talk about and the only one that people don't have to cook in the morning, so I figured...
No,
Listen,
I
it's a
have
safe bet.
multigrain Cheerios with some fruits, some blueberries, and some bananas,
Yeah,
and a
those-
little yogurt. And you come in with these shitty Pop-Tart flavors.
Oh, you don't like these? I mean...
Rob, I'll be your friend here. I will tell you this. You come in with the Pop-Tarts, and
Blueberry
literally,
frosted.
as soon as you leave the studio after putting the
They say,
Pop-Tarts,
fuck this.
just jokes about Rob and his Pop-Tarts start. Because you do, every time you come in early, you bring the Pop-Tarts, and that's when the jokes start.
When we see you at 5 in the morning, we go,
You know
"Ooh,
I got Pop-Tarts.
It's Pop-Tart day.
I'll switch it up next time. I'll come with something a little bit different.
Toaster strudel.
You know what? Toasted strudel, nice. How about some scones? I like a nice raspberry scone every once in a
I
while.
mean, it is 5 a.m. Where do I get a raspberry
Go
scone
to
at 5
fucking
a.m.?
Starbucks like everyone else.
I'll tell you this. Anthony always brings up cakey or flaky. If you came in with some marble cake, I know a certain
Next
shock
time- no,
jock
all
that
right,
would be
Marble
next-
happy.
cake
yeah.
would make Anthony very
All right,
happy.
next 5 a.m. I'm coming in with some next level shit.
I'll go with a raspberry scone,
Raspberry scone.
and
All right.
Ant will go with a marble cake from Starbucks. There you go. Enough of the Pop-Tarts. I'm glad we got this out on the air because these pussies weren't
Well,
going to talk about it unless I was here.
I'll speak also on behalf of the staff. A lot of the staff likes a hot breakfast, but later in the day, so maybe just some cash. Like, you could just give us the cash and we'll go get
that's
breakfast
easy to
later.
get. All right. And again, can I briefly address the Roland choking issue?
Yes. You watched as Roland choked almost to
I
death.
thought he was fucking around. I mean, he comes in sometimes. He sits in my office and he'll sit behind the divider so I can't see him. And he'll just make weird like noises where he's choking, having digestive things. I didn't know he was being real with it.
Roland's a real asshole in meetings.
Oh,
Right,
he's
Rob?
the worst.
He's an asshole. He's
Yeah, he's an asshole. You can admit.
How much of an asshole can you be when you're asleep?
But I think he gets.
when he's awake, he may.
I think Roland gets away with a lot because you don't really understand what he's saying, but he's saying some evil shit if you know how to speak Roland
And also,
in these meetings.
He's
Who speaks
also-
Roland though? I mean,
I speak a little bit.
I'm getting more fluent.
A little bit. I speak a little Roland.
I speak fluent Roland, and it's all about the time you put in. He also finds opportunities to say dirty words in meetings. That's his new thing. Like, if you remember in our last meeting, he brought up a certain show with women getting fingered on it. Yeah, he knew that there was no fingering going on. He just wanted to see how many times he could say fingering in a meeting.
Yeah, he did work it in like good 3 or 4 times. That's the current record. It goes
Sorry,
to
buddy.
Roland.
Fucking Roland.
Sorry, Roland. But it's true.
I'm just thankful that I didn't have to give you a mouth-to-mouth at the movie theater last night, Roland.
He did that at the. We went to the HBO taping for the Pee
Same
Wee
thing?
Herman show. Out, everyone's punching him to wake up because he's almost, bothering the performers.
Yeah.
But then at the end, they shoot the reversals where they get the crowd reaction. So when you see it on HBO, Roland's awake the whole time, applauding, having a great time. Right. He was dead cold out.
Well, last night I didn't know. We covered this, so I guess you could hear it in the replay. But
3
what the
p.m.
hell? I'm live
On
right
the
now.
East.
Roland fell asleep at the theater, and then I didn't know there were 2 big-time reviewers behind us, and they were kicking your seat. They were so fucking pissed because you were distracting them, and they're trying to get their review together for this Danny McBride movie.
How far into it does he fall asleep? How long does it take him?
Last night,
Instantly.
Yeah, it was instant, I guess. But
Opening credits are off, or is it like?
I looked after the first big over-the-top scene, and he was out cold. So
Was it like-
within 15 minutes, I would say.
There was a big laugh, and you look over to Roland trying to figure out why your buddy's not laughing with you, and he's just out cold.
And I'm a dick because he was leaning over so far. I'm thinking he's got to fall in the aisle, and how funny would that be?
Yeah, it would be great.
And instead of maybe waking him up and going, "Hey, dude, you
Hell
want to just
no.
leave this thing?"
Roland has 2 sleep moves. His head either goes back over the chair where you think he's choking while he's sleeping,
Yeah.
or he tucks his head into his chest like a bird going to sleep, and then he slowly just creeps over until he's almost out of the chair.
Yeah, he had a sideways
He's
thing going.
he's become the master of 3-minute office naps. Don't think I'm not aware of this because I watch you, and what he does is I watch him. He goes to sleep. He's all the way back in his chair, and then by the time I turn around to grab my phone to video him, he's sitting back up at his computer. He takes 3-minute office naps. Do you not, Roland?
No, I did not.
Yes. Then why are you laughing so hard?
He can't admit
Well,
that.
well, you
He
can
does.
also,
He does.
you can also
do.
tell when he's going
I
for.
laugh in my sleep because I'm happy.
He was laughing in his sleep at the theater. And I'm so pissed because I obviously I film a lot of shit, but I was too scared that I was going to get dragged out of there.
Yeah,
but there was some great stuff going on last night. Him laughing in his sleep, the death rattle, and the people kicking his seat behind.
When he death rattles up, do you ask him if he's okay, or you just kind of take for granted that he's fine?
You got to listen to the replay because Ant was busting my balls about it. Like, really? Maybe you should try to help him where Jimmy was. I'm
Yeah,
like,
see,
no,
the same
man.
thing
If
with
your
the
friend's
choking.
if your friend's death rattling, you want to see how it plays out on its own.
Seriously, Roland.
He was also the guy that fell asleep during the sound check for the Paul McCartney concert.
Yeah.
Paul McCartney's playing Maybe I'm Amazed to 20 people. And he's fucking out cold.
Is that the song he was playing?
Oh, it was
Roland, I
out.
can't even defend that.
Everybody,
It's Paul McCartney.
they were taping him sleeping in the chair.
Roland, and Troy even twit picked a picture of it. Roland.
Oh, really?
Yeah, yeah. He had it up on
I
Twitter.
didn't see that one.
Here's a
I follow
here's a
you
picture
too,
of
Troy.
Why?
Roland out
Troy
cold.
Kwan with a Q, right?
Yeah, but what do you follow? I mean, Troy's never.
He's like a hipster.
Yeah,
Check out some of that hipster shit.
DJ and something,
Yeah.
getting on his skateboard. Roland, how many hours a night on a typical night do you sleep? Like, I'm not talking about now. I mean,
A lot. Like on
Really?
Friday, I fell asleep at 7:30 at night, then woke up at 2 in the afternoon on Saturday.
What about during the week? 10 in the afternoon. I didn't realize there was a 10 in the afternoon. What about during the week?
I'm sorry, the Puerto Rican walked by me, so my brain went blank.
That's understandable. During the week, like on a work day.
I'll fall asleep around 8, 9.
And then you wake up at like 5?
Yeah.
Well,
what are you doing during the day that you're falling asleep all day?
I don't know. People bore me.
Roland,
my body protects me.
I don't know if I did it justice on the show, but when you acknowledged that you fell asleep last night in the movie, and then we're walking out, and I told you I might have it on film, I've never heard a better laugh in my life. What was that about? Uncomfortableness?
Yeah, because I know everybody's been trying to catch me.
We're all trying to catch him
video.
sleeping and snoring. And he comes to my house every once in a while. We'll watch a screener of something, or maybe it's a Jets game or something. And he always falls asleep. And he'll jump up and stare at me immediately. Like, did you have your HD flip for that?
He tells me, because he says that he goes over to your house with screeners for guests, and you tell him, if you stay here, I'll watch this right now. If not, I'm not watching this. And he said...
That's for the purpose of getting him on
He said it's pure torture because he has to sit for 90 minutes and not sleep, and he can't get it done.
No. Roland's privy to the kid thing, though.
Yeah.
90-minute screeners take 3 hours in my house.
And so
only
Roland,
the people with parents understand. And Roland's and I apologize. Like, Roland, I got to feed the kid and do this and change his diaper and stuff. You understand? And he's too nice to say no. So there's another 20 minutes when we're not watching the film,
and he still can't
suffering.
Yeah, because Take Me Home Tonight started at 5 and ended at 9:30.
Jesus.
Well,
because he was
it's probably about right. Yeah,
in Roland's,
that one might have taken close to 4 hours.
In Roland's spare time, he plays Xbox, and he does the Xbox Live with the headset on. E-Rock would love to share a story about playing Xbox Live.
No, it's almost every time. When we were playing Red Dead Redemption on the multiplayer, and we have the headset so you can talk, and we be in a posse, you go into a town, you're shooting people, and Roland's doing pretty good. He's sniping people's horses. Then all of a sudden, you just see Roland's character going downhill and then just stops, and he doesn't participate. And you're like, where the hell's Roland? And all of a sudden, you hear... He fell asleep in the middle of the game, and then later on, we're already in another town or something, and he rejoins, hey guys, where are you? And it was like 3 hours later.
Do you got to get tape of that.
We've been trying, but Xbox is weird to hook up.
Roland, you don't live a healthy lifestyle.
He's trying.
I'm trying.
Is he trying?
I think he's bullshitting me, but
no,
he
is trying.
We go and get.
I have one meal, and then I juice for my dinner.
We meet at the juice store a lot.
I do drink a lot of juice.
Yeah, but you can't wait online too long because he ends up collapsing and falling asleep while they're squeezing carrots.
I hope he's trying.
I want to take him to my sleep doctor, get him fixed. See,
would you? Because it did wonders for you.
It did great for me.
E-Rock face.
Why would you do that to yourself?
You can't even get to work on time.
That has nothing to do with sleep.
Yes, it does, because you come into work looking like you just woke up at 5:54.
Nah.
At least Roland wakes up in the morning. There's no guarantee he's going to stay up all day, but he gets up.
True that.
Can I go home now?
I don't know. I mean,
we're having fun, but
Rob's the boss.
Yeah, I'm not.
No, Rob.
I'm out of here as well.
Rob, I know you want to get along with us better. This will help right here. Take your stupid fucking Pop-Tarts, throw them in the garbage, and get the hell out
Throw
of
the
here.
garbage. I'm gonna eat these.
Be one of the guys.
It's my afternoon snack.
How about you throw one away?
And then keep on.
If you think it'll be therapeutic, I'll toss one away.
But you got
It'll be therapeutic for you, and I want to see some anger.
Chuck it.
Anger? I've loved Pop-Tarts since I was 5. I don't have anger toward them.
No, but here's what you got,
it.
Rob. Here's what you're thinking of. You're thinking of the air talent and the staff going, look at this fucking asshole walking up with his shitty Pop-Tarts. Look at this idiot. Now, where's that anger?
I'm going to give you one, and you said
that's hack at this point.
Where's the anger, Rob? Look
I'll
at
tell you
this fucking guy.
I'll tell you this about Rob Cross. I respect Rob because I can't get to him like I can Gary.
You can tell when you've broken Gary?
Oh, yeah.
But Rob is just like,
Rob's
whatever,
tough.
dude.
Rob's tough.
I've met a lot of angry people in radio over the last.
He just threw Pop. Eric!
Eric,
What
you all right?
is that for?
That's not even really. That wasn't even really rageful.
Anyway, it did nothing.
You can do better. Yeah, it didn't even break.
Eric, that was about as entertaining as your. That was about as entertaining as your story about the WrestleMania press conference today. Tune into the replay.
E-Rock.
He's chucking Pop-Tarts. I'm going to call facilities.
I don't know, guys. I think E-Rock was going for a moment and it was successful.
I don't think so.
No, you don't think so?
I don't think so.
What do you got on this hour, Sam?
Well, I mean, I still
Maybe I'd stay for 20 more minutes, and then Ron will carry it to 11.
I still got. Well, I'm here too.
Oh.
I still got the clips of Donald Trump Jr.,
Nice.
Howie Mandel.
Nice.
I mean, there's more to the Rock interview that I could air it because we're going to air the segment of the Rock walking out on the show from a couple years ago. And since it's Christopher Walken's birthday, although there's no way we're going to squeeze all this in now because we spent all this time talking about Roland sleeping in Pop-Tarts. But it's Christopher Walken's birthday. So we were going to play a little Jay Moore for the people.
Oh, good.
Does this sound entertaining
How about you start
to
doing some of this?
All right, well, let me start with the Jay Moore clip then. Is that okay with you, Opie?
It's fine. It's your show.
I'm glad you recognize that. I'm gonna hold you to that. You just said it on the air.
I'm just a spectator in your world, Sam. What can I tell you?
Well, then I'm gonna throw it to my man E-Rock on my show after Opie and Anthony Live with Sam Roberts. This, in honor of Christopher Walken's birthday, is the ultimate Walken impressionist, Jay Moore. Rob Cross, thanks again for the Pop-Tarts.
After O&A Live.
Jay Moore's on the line, but I
can't. Oh my God, Jay Moore! Don't go anywhere. Can't you use the keyboard?
No.
Scroll up, scroll.
Hiya, boys.
There he is. Jay Moore, everyone.
Before I put on my friend Jay, I want to defend how short I am.
Another
You boys, boy, you're good. But a few days in a row, you've been tagging good old Al.
Yeah.
Not even absentee landlord, Jimmy.
But we don't understand what happened. You were a soft-spoken actor early in your career, and now you're just a loudmouth.
Well, in the beginning of my career, I kind of sounded like Time Daly.
Time Daly?
If you watch Dog Day Afternoon, it's, okay. But that's, we're Catholics. We don't want to kill anybody. You know? We're Vietnam veterans. Killing, that don't mean nothing to us. Put the gun down! Put the gun down! Attica! And then, but if you look at Cagney and Lacey, she says the same thing, like, yes, okay, Hoss, thanks a lot. Then as I got older, I turned to Big Daddy from Cat on the Hot Tin Roof. Maggie, it's not easy being cheesy, boys. I'm going to do all the commercials, like the quicker picker-upper when I work on my nails. I don't have alopecia.
Yeah, people are saying you have alopecia.
Alopecia, propecia. That's why I'm hooked on phonics, Anthony. Because I don't know certain words. I just know in 88 minutes my hair was orange.
Yeah, it was.
Like Pesci and JFK. My wig was crooked and I wanted to throw a gay party with a friend.
He's got that down.
I'm so impressed, Jimmy. You get to tell jokes, and you think you're special because you painted her fucking nails. What movie?
I'm going to guess Glengarry Glen Ross.
No. When he just, embarrass everybody, you idiot.
That's been great, Colin.
That's why he's not here.
Consciousness and just yell out random quotes and go, okay, quick, what movie? And then when they're wrong, go, I'm smarter than you. I knew what I was saying. Yo, you should let Tracy Morgan talk to Jimmy. I got schizophrenia. I just shot my belly off in preschool.
His belly.
And a doodle diaper pamper. Yeah.
Holy
What's
shit.
great about Tracy Morgan is at the end of every sentence, he makes it sound like he wants to have sex. For example, hey, Jimmy, I love your comedy. You make me laugh every time, especially when you do your closing bit. Yeah. Hey, if I was Norm Macdonald and I wanted to see Jimmy, perform, where would I go?
Ticketmaster, Norm.
Ticketmaster. You know what's great about a Jim Norton show? There's lots of dirty whores. Lots and lots of dirty whores. And very easy to pick up, you know. You walk up to them and say, let's go. Oh, no, that's all wrong. Jimmy's a changed man. I look up at Jimmy, literally. Hi, boys.
Oh, Jay Moore.
I've been
Holy
listening for a long
shit.
time, but I
haven't been able to call because I've wanted to do dirty impressions and I've had little boys in my car.
Yeah, well.
Uncanny,
That
man.
didn't sound right at all.
Was that your children? Yeah, children or?
Yeah, right?
It's just driving around.
Usually has his
You
son
gotta
in the
get to
car.
carpool lane. They pull it over. I got a drop-off loading zone. Come on. When did I join a jazz band? Cha-cha-cha. Cha-cha-cha. Diarrhea. Cha-cha-cha. Frank Caliendo can suck my balls. Oh, I'll do Robin Williams. Oh, yes, of course. Well, maybe. Oh, it's wonderful. Yes. Oh, yes, me. Oh. Hey, Gig! Everybody just fucking breathe a little bit, you moron. You get up too fast. You gotta, the symphony. That's the pauses, dummy. I got that backwards. Scratch that and reverse it. That's what Gene Wilder says in the Chocolate Factory. Opie, you're so naive. You're adorable. I like that highlight reel, Opie, when you're standing by the fishbowl. Oh, Jimmy.
When
What
probably
does Caliendo do? I'll do it better. This is my new battle. It's like Tupac and Biggie.
Caliendo, huh?
He does Bush. He does
Let's break it down.
he does Madden.
John
But I'm not
Madden.
wearing any wigs, so you got to forgive me.
You do Madden?
Madden, well, here's a guy who runs, he goes faster, and he jumps over.
You know
Right?
what?
That's Madden.
That's pretty close. That's very close.
He does
He does Bush.
does George Bush. He does
And that's all we know.
he does Forrest Whitaker.
No, he doesn't.
I know, I just made that up.
Jesus.
But I will say this about Forrest Whitaker, Jimmy. I can't open my eye. Have you heard my Chris Tucker?
No.
No.
Beep beep, man. Beep 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 beep. Blah blah bleep bleep. Black man's radio. Beep 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 beep. That's what I hear. Speak English, you marble mountain golfer.
Holy
Oh,
shit.
Jay, why you gotta go blue? I just called to hear last of the day. I love it so.
You didn't do Harvey Keitel today.
Look, a couple beautiful girls. Gentlemen, let me explain something to everyone in the room right now, okay? Who is it? A bunch of interns and you guys?
No,
we got
whole studio
we got
audience.
About 20.
Where's Big Fat Bobby? Good, the thing with Palin. Jimmy, will you give me a little Bobby Kelly?
You know what, dude? He picked a chick to run, dude, because he knows the women are never gonna vote for a black guy. Shut up, Pop. Okay.
Oh my God, that's my favorite. Who did you ask? Oh, Keitel. All right, let me explain the World Series to you guys in depth.
Okay.
Who's gonna be okay? Say the goddamn word.
There you go. That's what I want to hear. I want to hear Keitel.
Those 7 games, Anthony. The revenue money between those 2 cities alone. Everyone knows there's no jobs in this town, are there? So, it's gotta go 7. Listen, I went to the ballpark today, and I saw Darryl Strawberry, and I looked in his eyes, and he told me he's saving it for the big one. You want to make money? Leave it on the Mets. And then fucking Victor Argo goes, yeah, fuck it, I'm in. Like, somehow that fucking worked. Like, I went to the park, I saw Darryl Strawberry, and then he told me he's saving it all for Game 7. And they're all like, oh, I didn't know that. So, yeah. A couple of beautiful girls. Where is it?
I love
Smoke grass.
Keitel, though, in Reservoir Dogs is the best.
Say the goddamn words.
Where he's talking about fucking, what's his name, going crazy. Bang! Bang!
What the fuck was Joe thinking? Hiring an animal like that. Bang! 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 It was like a goddamn shooting gallery. Why don't you rub some water on your face? Try to relax. Look, Joe, I don't know what you think you know, but you're wrong. He's a good kid. He got shot in the gut. It's my fault he got shot in the gut. What the hell for? That lump of shit's working for the LAPD. Larry, stop pointing that gun at my gay! Say the goddamn word. I think you've lost control.
Please
I
put.
told my wife that Rich Voss was a boneact, and she goes, "What's the, what do you how?" And I go, "Let me just show you." And I put him on YouTube, and she goes, "Oh my God, he's a glass bottom boat."
Jay, please put Colin in Reservoir Dogs.
Guys, obviously there was a rat in this whole operation, and I know it wasn't me. I'm pretty goddamn sure it wasn't you. I know the guy definitely fucking freaked out in there, but he seems, I don't know, he seems pretty okay now. He's a big guy, I don't know.
Holy
I mean, Jesus Christ. You're holding a desert eagle. He's asking you if you want to bark all day. Remember, a guy like that doesn't have all this, just reach the top floor. We need to get in touch with Joe. Get this guy to the hospital. He's getting blood on my shoes. Finicky I am when it comes to my LA Gear sneakers. Andrew Dice walking. Ready? Let's try this out.
All right.
Yeah. I got my tongue up this chick's ass. Oh, no. Yeah. Oh. Crazy. Hickory dickory dock. This chick sucking my cock. Oh.
After O&A live.
It's After Opie and Anthony live. Things have finally calmed down in the studio. Roland, were you humiliated a little?
What? No.
You're okay with it?
I'm fine. Rob's very upset with you, though.
Why is that?
Because you said the word fingered.
No, he doesn't like that word. That's good to know.
Or ejaculation.
Roland, you did a hell of a job today. First of all, that was in honor of the great Christopher Walken's birthday.
Wow.
It's very good, but the great Jay Moore may do the best Christopher Walken impression of all, and that's what that was in honor of. Roland, you did a very good job booking guests today. Just like yesterday, a solid guest day on the Opie and Anthony show. We had Donald Trump Jr. started.
Yep.
And we weren't sure how it was going to go because we don't have a good relationship with his father. His father called Opie and Anthony slobs.
Yes.
And on Donald Trump Jr.'s Twitter, he wrote before the show, heading to the Opie and Anthony show to talk about Apprentice should be interesting. Like stepping into a lion's den.
Yeah, he even told the publicist, he said, I'd go in there and I just won't bullshit the guys and everything will be fine.
So he was ready, and they had a great interview. He had a great time. We caught up with him as he was leaving, and here's what Donald Trump Jr. had to say. Donald Trump Jr., you were on the show today. Do you feel like you made a friend in Anthony?
I think so. We seemed a little bit like kindred spirits there. I was actually kind of surprised because, going in, knowing them from the past and having never been on the show, it's a little bit like walking into the lion's den. You're never sure what you're going to get. But, I think we got along quite well.
Your dad, they mentioned it on the air today. Your dad has a history with them, obviously. He's done the show before, but he stopped doing the show and he called them slobs. Do you think you'll be able to smooth things out a little bit after this?
I think so. Bottom line, my father likes to have fun.
Yeah.
He likes to create a little bit of rivalry, these kind of things. So, I think he'll come back on just to break their balls.
And you'll come back on, right?
I'll definitely be back.
Perfect. Thanks a lot, man.
Thanks.
Well, he was a great guest. And I tell you something, if you bring up politics with Anthony and you're kind of on his wavelength, you got yourself a good interview. Is that right, Roland?
Yeah, I mean, he was going left and right about politics and everything.
Yeah, I think he was a little uneasy at first. He wasn't sure what to expect, but once he got into it, he had a great time. He tweeted after the interview. He gave a little shout out to Opie, Anthony, and Jim on Twitter and said, "Hey guys, thanks for a great time. I look forward to coming back on the show." And isn't that what you want from every guest, Roland?
Yeah, I like how you're incorporating the tweets now.
You like that?
Yeah.
I didn't realize you were here to give me a critique on this show.
It's like synergy packaging.
You like that? Okay. Well, I mean, I know a lot of people do, and that's what I try to offer. A big day for me yesterday at the WrestleMania 27 press conference at the Hard Rock Cafe. Eric and I went down, and we managed to worm our way into an interview.
You what? Nagel?
Nagel. What? No. A nagel is
No, he was right.
No. Because if we hadn't gotten the interview, then that would have meant that Eric nagled it up. But luckily,
we're trying to get positive now. Like you nagled your way in.
Oh, you're taking it back? Is that what you're doing, Eric? You're trying to take the word back?
I'm following Roland's lead on this one. Yes.
Luckily, I was there to talk to some publicists to grease the wheels a little bit, and I managed to get us a one-on-one interview with The Rock. If you missed it, here's a little more. And also, there was a little editing for the main show because we go a little more long form here on After Opie and Anthony Live. This was a little bit of the time I had with The Rock yesterday at the WrestleMania 27 press conference. We're at the WrestleMania 27 press conference with The Rock. The Rock.
No, we're not. We're here at the Black Swan 2 press conference.
Rock, what's the haps?
On what? Tell me.
This. No, you tell. I'm asking you.
The haps on this or the haps on Libya?
The haps in general. What in your life? What's the haps?
In my life?
Yeah.
My life's boring.
Obviously.
Today we're here at this press conference. The best part about doing a press conference with the WWE is the energy. The energy that comes with it. I think the showmanship, you saw that with all the wrestlers that were here today. And not only that, but you see that with the fans. I mean, these fans go crazy and they go bananas, and I love that. And that's exactly what's going to happen at WrestleMania.
If we had told, 2 years ago, if we had told Dwayne Johnson, the actor, that The Rock would have come back to New York, would that actor have been surprised?
No, not at all. Because Dwayne Johnson, The Rock, all the same guy.
Really?
Yeah.
I had no idea. Because The Rock talks about himself in the third person.
Well, so does the Dwayne.
Oh, I had no idea. So tell me this. The Miz is involved in the main event.
Mm-hmm.
I talked to The Miz earlier, and I'm kind of convinced that the creation of this character, The Miz...
Of course.
It's kind of The Rock, no?
Absolutely, yes. Only a dumbed-down, lame version.
What do you think of John Cena's rapping?
I think it sucks.
Yeah.
How do you think I feel about it?
Well, I would have assumed that was right. I mean, if you say it sucks, it sucks. You know what I mean? And finally, we're Sirius XM. Do you have any word?
You ever heard crickets bang?
Is that about it? We were Sirius XM. Do you have any words to send?
Which Sirius?
To Opie and Anthony, your boys.
we go way back. Yeah.
They have apologized to no one for the one bad time, and then it's all been good times since then.
Wait a minute, why are they apologizing? Why are they apologizing?
They just feel bad. They love you.
Fuck that whole thing up. That was my fault. I listened to some asshole. Anyway, it doesn't matter. No, those guys are great. Not only that, but you think about obviously being in radio for such a long time, but just how fucking difficult it is to have longevity in the business. They're kicking ass. They're doing great.
Well, you're welcome to stop by any time to see the guys.
We have some fun. I did their show, I think, last year.
Yeah,
Wait, what's a comedian's name who came out of the show?
Jim Norton?
Yeah. I love Jim. Very funny. I saw stop interrupting me. Fuck. I saw his concert, and in the audience was Opie and Anthony, so it was good to see them.
They're going to hate that because they hate when they find out that celebrities know who Jim Norton is.
Oh, they do?
They hate it.
Oh, Jim's one of my favorite. Very funny.
It's going to make him happy and them.
Concert, and Opie and Anthony gave them shout-outs, which was very, very cool.
Well, Rock, thanks a lot.
Thank you, man. Appreciate it.
2 notes on that. Number 1, The Rock, first of all, The Rock letting F-bombs fly as soon as he found out we were with Opie and Anthony was the greatest thing I've ever heard in my life. Only second to The Rock telling me not to interrupt him.
Thanks to Eric.
Let it go. Let it go. No, don't worry about it. It's a behind-the-scenes show, so it's okay if there's a vacuum cleaner going.
Yeah,
for real, let it go.
It's Eric's fault.
Yeah. We're cleaning up the Pop-Tarts now on, what happened? How come what? Did it get stuck? Oh, the outlet's bad. We're cleaning up the Pop-Tart crumbs now. Now, The Rock mentioned... What are you laughing at, Eric? This is how I do my show.
The show rules.
I told you. I'm a genius. The Rock mentioned that there was a bad or I mentioned it, and The Rock talked about it, the bad appearance on O&A. It was many years ago, but a lot of you probably haven't heard it. The Rock actually walked out of the Opie and Anthony studio.
What'd you say?
I know there's a vacuum cleaner going. It's after O&A Live. This is what we do, son. The Rock walked out of the studio. Now he takes full blame for it. But before then, he was blaming O&A for it. This is how it all went down. And by the time we get back, we're not going to be vacuuming anymore, probably, right here on After Opie and Anthony Live.
After O&A Live.
The guy on the line that said he went to school with you. Chris.
Yeah, Rock.
Hey.
How's it going?
Hey, man.
Yeah, I was just wondering, when are you going to come up with a new line, Don't you think your lines are a little played out now?
No, not really.
Not
You may think it.
Yeah, I think a lot
But
of
it doesn't matter what you think.
No, you know what? Let me ask you another question. No, seriously.
I got a good line for you.
No,
Ready? I've fallen and I can't get up. That would catch on.
That could be
That's
the
a
next
T-shirt
one.
right there.
Are you going to be moving on to movies, sitcoms? You want to do all that stuff? Or?
I've done a lot of television work, but
we've seen the commercials
probably,
and stuff. They're hilarious.
Probably this year.
Yeah.
Venture off in a movie.
Right.
Now, you a big Elvis fan? Is that true? Yeah?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah?
Could he sing us a line, maybe?
No.
Look at that.
No.
It's like, come on,
The
guys.
book's got awesome pictures, man. It does. This picture of you and Andre the Giant as a little kid.
Let me see.
Look at that.
That's you as a kid?
How'd you meet him, man? How'd you meet him?
Wait a minute. That's you as a kid?
It is.
Yeah, easy. The Rock's looking good there.
I'm just saying.
Pass that picture around.
I could relate to the hairdo.
That's a cool.
That's right.
I could definitely relate.
Was he a cool guy?
Yeah, real cool guy. Yeah.
Right after that was snapped, he threw Rock to the floor.
That's right.
It's a memorable moment. Wow, that's something. Sporting the fro.
That's it.
During the early days, yeah. Boy, that was a curse. I remember that. My hair just like a big dandelion head. You know? I had the same thing, Rock. I understand. I know where you're coming
You
from.
feel the Rock on that one.
I feel your pain, yeah.
Dan, you're next with The Rock. What's going on?
Rock, Opie, and Anthony, what's up? How you doing?
All right.
Hey.
I want to ask the great one who he looked up to as a kid, who is his favorite wrestler all time.
Favorite wrestler? Well, obviously, I looked up to my dad and my grandfather who were in the business, but I'd have to say probably the entertainers would have to be probably Magnificent Morocco, even including Ric Flair as well.
Mm-hmm. Keep up the great work. You guys are awesome. Rock, you are the great one. I'm not going to bother you with doing any of your tacky catch lines, but I smell what you're cooking.
God damn. Hey, Rock, does it ever get real in the ring when you really don't like the guy? Like you give it a little extra push or something?
No, not really. I mean, I'm pretty much professional in there, and the rest of the guys in WWF are professional guys.
Right.
We got an issue, it'll be handled back in the back, and then never in the ring in front of everybody.
Right.
That's just
what's your
bullshit.
what's your view on? Whoa.
Hey, there you go.
Nice curse from The Rock.
Excuse me, Rock on that one.
All right.
But it is what it is.
That's all right.
If anyone's
Curse
that
in a book,
unprofessional.
too. Curse in a book, too.
What's your personal view on toning down the whole damn wrestling thing? Because it pisses us off. All these people coming out of the woodwork saying it's too violent and.
Well, it's easy to see that. It's easy to say that. On network television, you'll find a lot worse.
Mm-hmm.
We don't murder people, obviously, on our show. And a lot of times our show's reality-based, but at the same time, you'd be an idiot to think that it's completely legitimate, because it's not.
I remember seeing the Boss Man getting hanged.
That's right.
That's true. Wait a minute. That's looked like murder to me. But then like Wile E. Coyote, he was back the next day with no problem.
That's right.
I was like, wait a minute. They hung him yesterday. What happened?
There's a guy on the line that said he went to school with you. Chris.
Yeah, Rock.
Hey.
How's it going?
Hey, man.
Yeah, I was just wondering, when are you going to come up with a new line, Don't you think your lines are a little played out now?
No, not really.
Not at all.
You may think it.
Yeah, I think a lot
But
of
it doesn't matter what you think.
you know what?
Is this it? You can't even give me a sweeper?
Oh, no. This thing fucked up.
Well, at least play Ron's music for him.
Okay, we'll do...
Boy, I don't know what E-Rock's doing in there. There it is. E-Rock's got sticky fingers behind the board today. He's clogging up all the buttons.
Well, there's a lot of excitement in the building today.
I guess-
E-Rock's all caught up in that. There's no doubt about it.
He heard my interview with The Rock, and he got all excited like The Rock was still here. He started, his sweat on his fingers started mixing up all the buttons.
You are, you're now in the big tough to get interviews.
Can't get The Rock.
The Rock is impossible these days.
Yeah.
Who got some? The Ronnie and Sammy Sweetheart Show.
That's right, baby.
By the way, I want to thank Opie for
stopping by
today. He's great. I didn't know about this Pop-Tart thing.
Well, those are for you. There's half a box left.
I don't understand why there isn't, why this even came down. What's his Opie obsession?
Well, he comes in every now and then. He comes in at like 5:15. Because Opie complains on the air that management isn't even here when the show starts. So every now and then he comes in at 5:15, and when he does, he brings in 3 boxes of Pop-Tarts. Rob Cross does.
Now, Rob Cross is the PD of the O&A show? Because it gets very confusing.
Don't know what he does with our show.
I get very, very confused.
I know he's a good guy.
Yeah.
But that's all. That's about.
We call him the PD of our show, but I don't know if that's true because I don't know if it's an official title because he has quite a few different stations.
And I've also always wondered how could somebody be a program director of just one program? Wouldn't he just be the...
Sounds like I'd be the program director.
Yeah, I mean, you're the guy who's...
Speaking of which, I'm just, like Rob, I'm not just thinking about myself. I've got a major, major guest, old school friend of mine. Roland, you for one are going to go, how the fuck do you know this? I know people, all right? I got my own past. Will not be here until the weekend. I'm going to swing by on the special delivery show.
This weekend?
On Saturday night. Bring this person in. I'm going to probably work it out so Hicks does it. I'm going to go so far to say, if not the biggest star ever in this building, one of them.
This Saturday.
The special delivery show will get press over this.
Can we
trust me?
Is he willing to do like a pre-tape or?
No, this is going to be the big like break-in where we do my Stone Cold Smash, and I can walk in and you guys are just fucking blown away.
Is he just here? Like, could he do next week too?
No,
just this because we're.
This is a Los Angeles friend of mine.
We may be in best of this week.
How could a one show have a best of? Roland, I mean, maybe I'm old school. When I came into this business, it was clawing, it was throwing elbows, it was, excuse me, is there a shift I could do somewhere?
But is this guy, was he big in the 80s, 90s?
This guy is a legend. A legend.
Let's say the Jack Nicholson legend, Warren Beatty legend status?
I would put it in that status, yes. I would say if we were...
James Caan?
I am not saying who it is and who it's not. I'm only saying this.
James Caan is in town next week.
When the people who are stars, when this guy walks into a room, everybody gets quiet. You guys aren't going to be on the show Saturday night.
I mean, it may not be 100% voluntary best of. You know.
I don't even know what any of these things mean. All I'm saying is keep an ear out.
We won't be here on Saturday. It'll be a best of special delivery. If you could maybe...
Do you want to do a pre-tape?
Yes.
This guy does not pre-tape. He goes live.
Could you just tell him it's live?
What kind of Pop-Tarts we got, by the way?
Blueberry
I can't lie to a legend. Roland, you know this. Would you ever lie to a major guest?
No. Well, depends.
See, I don't play that game. I'm a straight shooter.
Well, while we're talking about lying to guests, we do have one guest that I got for the Ronnie and Sammy Sweetheart show that we got to play real quick.
Go ahead.
Mr. Howie Mandel, are you familiar?
No, I'm not.
Well, then just take a listen to this.
I don't always listen to the rock and roll music, so I don't know even what the kids are up to.
Howie Mandel is
from Mobbed?
Yes, from the show Mobbed.
Yeah, okay.
He was on O&A earlier. Here's what he had to say. Howie Mandel, you did O&A today. You talked a little bit about the germophobia.
Right.
Is going into that studio in and of itself something that scares you, knowing what they do in there?
Yeah. Well, leaving my room scares me, knowing what is happening in the world. So that room doesn't make it any easier. You know, the fact that I'm outside of my hotel room is enough. And that's why, as if you listen to the show, I talked about, I'm very medicated right now.
Well, at least you're doing something, right?
I'm trying. I'm just trying to cope.
You've done a lot in entertainment. What do you prefer doing? Hosting a show, like a game show type of thing, like Deal or No Deal? Or do you like having an opinion more and getting to judge something like America's Got Talent?
You know, I actually like creative. My favorite thing is live stand-up because there are no boundaries, and that's what I do. I do 150 dates a year, and I like creating, like the show that I'm doing, Mob, that's going to air tonight. I like coming up with an idea and watching it come to fruition. That's my favorite thing to do.
And Mobbed is on tonight after Idol, right?
Right after Idol, so watch it.
Can't wait. Thanks a lot, Howie.
Thank you.
So we had Howie I was giving you warnings. This is why I give numbers.
Steam in the morning, steam in the night, steam, 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 steam. I just sing an old song my mom used to sing to me when I was a kid.
I can't believe Howie Mandel made it on O&A. He was on American Idol last night in California.
No, he wasn't.
He was. I can't. I guess they have airplanes.
That's
now.
pre-taped.
American Idol is?
Yeah, they pre-taped that show.
I'm really naive in this
I
business.
already know who got voted out.
Who?
The untalented kid. There's actually two of them. Here's a shocker. Two of them leave tonight.
Wow. Well, I can't wait to watch. So, yeah, we were talking about this while the clip was playing. So we'll do a pre-tape on Saturday?
We were talking about quite a bit while it was taping. I can't do that.
You can't.
But maybe I'll have the guy back in again, and maybe he'll do my show. But it's a weird way that I'm connected to him, and I'm meeting him out for dinner on Saturday night. It's not... And then I thought, we'll do a run-in here.
I would love that.
And completely because of Davey Max. I'm going to give it away. It's film. It's a film star. And because Dave is the only person, I think, in here who will watch a movie 160, 170 times, this would have been particularly big for him. But there are other days. There are other days, and you guys get video game players, and it's just as good.
Howie Mandel.
You got Howie Mandel in the hall, which is great.
Well, could we bring this mystery guest on Ronnie and Sammy Sweetheart show?
No, this is, like I said, I'm meeting this guy out for dinner. It's not going to be even a long night together.
What if we tape something at the restaurant?
I don't like to act like, hey, I'm going to use you.
Yeah.
I would act like, hey, we're out to dinner, we're having fun, everyone's having drinks. I'd love for you to see the view. I got some buddies in here. Why don't we stop in? I can't act like, hey, I want to use you for something, because people do that to him. You know what I mean?
And legends do not do interviews until before noon.
And the thing is, the thing about him is, it was only just going to be like a fun thing. I wasn't even going to say, I got an interview for you. I'm like, hey.
Just to hang out.
Drop you by my work. You can look down at Times Square. Hey, there's my buddies, Sam and Dave. Let's swing in, fuck with them. And then we, it's not like I would have got you guys an hour and a half with them. But we would have came in, hey.
Tell me this. It would have been better than Billy Mitchell?
It would have been better than anybody that's ever been in the building. I would go so far to argue it. You know what I mean? Like, I don't think you could definitive say it, but you could argue it, and only because he doesn't do this kind of thing. He doesn't do radio. We would have gotten press out.
Is it James Caan?
I'm not going to say who it is now, because who it is, if I say who it's not, then, you know, people are playing your game. I don't know that you stalk people coming in and out of town. It's scary to me. It's scary.
I know things.
Yeah, I know, but that's uncomfortable. You know, an uncomfortable amount of things.
Well, I got to let you guys do the Ron and Fez show. Stay tuned. Ron and Cilantro is coming up next.
Opie and Anthony show is now over. For real this time. Check out the O&A show on Facebook at facebook.com/Opie and Anthony. And catch Opie and Anthony live Monday through Friday from 6 to 10 a.m. Eastern. Ron and Fez are next. On the Virus.